I'd like to step back in time a little to Ireland in the 1970s. A young man enters the seminary. The priestly vocation is a challenging one, and accordingly, in 1978, the young man goes for psychological assessment. But it doesn't go well. He gives indication of deep sexual repression and scores very highly on the psychosis scale. No obstacles are put in his path, however. He's ordained and joins a parish in North Cork in the mid-1980s. We'll call him Father Calder, which is not his real name. Almost immediately, people are worried. In 1988, a young man alleges sexual assault but doesn't make a formal complaint. There are reports Father Calder has been giving alcohol to young adults and spiking their drinks. There is another report of sexual abuse, but again, no formal complaint. Father Calder moves to another parish in Cork where there is another soft complaint of sexual abuse. In July 1997, the diocese announces Father Calder is to move to a new parish in North Cork, beside the one where he started his career. But the locals don't want him near their children, and they mount a campaign. The diocese makes some inquiries and asks Father Calder about the allegations, which he denies. The transfer goes ahead. Almost immediately, Father Calder is appointed chairman of the board of management of the local national school. The principal, concerned for the safety of is concerned for the safety of the children in her school, but she can't do anything and bring this to the attention of the board of management because Father Calder is the chair. There had previously been a custom in the school of letting boys leave school during the day to serve as altar boys for daily mass. The principal had stopped this some time previously. But now our new chairman, Father Calder, asks her to start letting the boys out again. And what's more, he wants them to come to him for altar boy training during school time. The principal refuses, concerned for their safety. Is Father Calder embarrassed? Is he uncomfortable? Is he ashamed? No. He threatens her. He says effectively he can withhold her salary if she doesn't do what he says. Finally, the diocese launches an investigation into Father Calder. In October 1997, he is sent for assessment to the Granada Institute, where he is uncooperative.
You should conclude.
What happens? He is not defrocked. He is not stripped of his right to practice. He returns to ministry, this time to an old folks' home. Again, there are more reports. This story is at the heart of the Cloyne report. A possibly abusive priest was placed in position with access to children and with authority over the school principal. When the church finally took note of the concerns about the priest, they apparently launched an inquiry, but the Cloyne report implies that the documents may be deliberately inaccurate. The priest was moved but not supervised. Bishop McGee made no attempt to monitor his progress. A report was made to the Vatican and nothing has been heard of it since. This organisation controls 93% of primary schools in Ireland. This organisation actively discriminates against children who do not belong to it from joining the state schools that it controls. There is a problem here. It is not simply about secularisation or multiculturalism. It's about care for our children. I believe in the value of faith formation, but the Catholic Church has proved that it is absolutely unfit and absolutely not competent to run our schools. It is time for them to remove themselves or be removed. Thank you.